Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find something. How do I? Oh. Okay. Telegram. Sorry, I'm trying to load something up real quick before I start. Just trying to send out the link. Let's see. Okay, that should be okay. All right. Mic check, mic check. Okay. Let me get my headphones. Get my jacket, my headphones. It's gonna be a cozy day today. Cozy stream. Okay, headphones are on. Mic to the side there. How's your day been? Who is this and where are you from? The username I don't recognize. It says user US7 CU4. You robot, bro? You AI, bro? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I just gotta click this link and check that it's working because I couldn't find it when I was searching for it. I could only copy and share. And everything's moving slow. Uh-oh. Just gonna make sure I can hear myself real quick. Test, test, test. What's good? Oh, it's Psycho. What's good? Who's user though? Who's that? Damn, this quality is so bad, bro. My favorite session, honestly, is London. London, but I'm sleeping usually. I like it because I'm usually sleeping and making money. Or if I'm losing the trade, I'm losing the trade. But I like to wake up and just check. But I like all sessions. I like New York, Asia, London. For gold, you can trade either. London session is great, especially that overlap between London and New York. Just give me a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear my mic. I know the stream is kind of laggy looking. Let me For gold, you can trade either. London session is great. Change my screen. Just want to check something. Oh, you have to increase. You have to change the settings. Okay. That's fine. Go ahead and change the settings, the quality settings. Which one is better? It depends. What pair are you trading? For gold, I think I like Asia session because it's calm, you know? Especially for beginning traders, or like if you're just trying to chill, you're not really like trying to stress, you're not like you're just trying to chill, just trying to drink your coffee in the morning and chill. You can't do that. You definitely need a coffee in the morning if you want to focus, because it's going to be a little bit like you can keep up, but you have to be there to keep up. You can't just let it slide. Whereas Asia session, you can make a trade, go do something else, have a whole conversation with someone, and then just chill. And while you're in a trade, and then have your alert set. Can y'all still hear me? Because this shit just disconnected. Couldn't even find it. Yeah, US 100 is good. Gold is good. For Asia session though, gold, yeah, but Sorry, what's the way I was gonna say this? For Nas, I wouldn't trade Asia session. You can, but it's like watching paint dry. It's not really gonna do anything. Any move that you might see in Asia session won't play out until like London, New York. And the plan can change during New York, so you just gotta be careful. Like the bias, the draw on liquidity can completely flip on you. Honestly, at the end of the day, risk management. Yo, what's good, Z? Risk management and entry model. I'm gonna open up the Discord. I might even end the stream. I'm gonna open up the Discord. Only people with that role can join. But my internet's ass right now. My internet is completely ass. So yeah, we have news. No, we didn't have any US major news today. Market just opened about an hour ago. The New York market. Stock market opened about 30 minutes ago, right? My trade is done for the day. So you hit that. You're funded, right? Please tell me yes. Trade is done. Sorry guys, I'm still kind of in my pajamas. I just threw a jacket on. Eating breakfast, bro. But yeah, so you can see here we don't have any US news. We had some low impact Euro news, some high impact GBP news. We don't see anything for US. US low impact employment change. There's no high impact news. W. Let's fucking go. Everyone, I want to see W's in the chat for Z. That man's been getting payouts. It's got to keep getting payouts. Let's see. Okay, it's actually not that bad. It's lagging a little bit, but it's not that bad. I opened up the call. If I start streaming my screen on Discord, then then it's gonna bug out. Let's go to the 15-minute. Matter of fact, let's change this chart. Because if you look here, if I go zoom out, you see I already used this information. It hasn't been mitigated yet, but we have new imbalances that are being made on the way up. All right, most recently this one here, we have 3 hours, about 4 hours left actually till this closes, and maybe we leave a FVG there. I could drop down to the lower time frames, but let me just open a different chart for this. A different template. Let's delete this stuff. Let's take a look. So this is the 4 hour. We can go to the higher time frame. Doesn't hurt. Just get some info. Bullish, super bullish. Have we came into any FVGs yet? No, we're still causing this big push, this big momentum push here with all these imbalances left behind. So we still have our indication that price wants to go higher, right? The way I like to look at this, I mean, you can see any level that's being broken. So this one's being broken. We break above it. We continue pushing higher, right? That's an indication. So at this point, we would be waiting for correction and then a continuation, right? That's a higher time frame. Let's go to the weekly. Nothing on the weekly. Again, we have something that's already happened. No, that one didn't happen actually. Well, we have imbalances here, right? We have this imbalance right here that already happened, right? We have an indication that price wants to go higher above this level. Excuse me, right? How much did you make this week? Sorry, I was looking at the chart. So how much did I make this week? Can't give you a number. I have multiple accounts, but I've made this week. What day is it?
I hear you.
Like 10R. Yo, what's up, Z? Made 10R. But on Solana, I don't even know. I lost track of how much R I've been making. Solana, I've just been eating, bro. I've just been fucking eating. Eating. What's good, Z? I've been eating on Solana, bro. Like, hold on, I gotta go to the chart that it has it. I think it's Swing Ideas template. Let's look. Oh my god, bro. And we're still in it. And we're still in it. And I was in it from up here. So I sold from up here. If you're in the Telegram chat, you'll see that I'm not lying, bro. We sold from up here. We caught that big dump, and then I started getting in some smaller plays because it's still showing indication it wants to go lower. Indication it still wants to go lower. So even if we come back up into here, I would I would sell again, bro. I want it to come up. I don't care. I want it to go down. I want it to come up. I don't give a fuck. I know where it's going. I'll tell you where it's going right now. Go to the weekly. Go to the monthly. Right here, the weekly and the monthly, but I'm gonna show you the weekly. We have this imbalance right here that we came into. Right, so this was the indication that price wants to go lower. Price went lower, right? Indicating it wants to go as low as here. Right, so that's the external range liquidity. Right? Is that point right there. That's external range liquidity. We left behind this internal range liquidity up here, the blue box, right? The FVG. We come back, grab liquidity, right? All these stop orders, all these buy orders, there's a lot of orders sitting in here. Went on a lower, if you go on a lower time frame, you can see the momentum shift. You can see the market structure start to shift on the lower time frame. Obviously, you can't see it on here, but that wick rejection should tell you a lot, right? We come in, wick rejects, right? On a lower time frame, I'm not going to bother going down. Just know that on a lower time frame, there was a market structure shift, right? What I like to look for was in there. A lot of my students know what it is. It's very simple. If you start to see it, you'll like if you start looking at the chart, you'll just notice it on your own. I could tell you, but honestly, it's up to you whether you want to use an order block, an FVG, market structure shift, a mix of them, whatever, right? But you have to be consistent. You have to look for the same thing every day. And just because it doesn't work once or twice doesn't mean it doesn't work, right? That's why you want to go and look and spend time with that pair. Crypto is not something I really trade, but I found that my strategy works for it. It's the same concepts. It's showing you that price wants to push lower, right? Every candle tells you something. So even if you weren't looking at this, but you can see this as well. You see that we broke below here and we closed below and kept pushing down. That's an indication. At the same time, it left behind this bearish FVG that I already had marked out. I just took it off. Right? We came into that bearish FVG. That bearish FVG, when that bearish FVG was printed, that was also the indication. Correction back into it and then riding it back down to that low. Sorry, so this is the wrong one because right here would be the lowest point, which we already took. And then we came back up and took out the highs again and are going back to the lows. So if I'm looking at the daily or the monthly, I think. Yeah, so the monthly, you can see it clear as day. Right, here's that imbalance on the monthly. So they were all lining up. This was free money, bro. This is why I was like, fuck it, I'm taking it. Full margin. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Like, if you have experience, you know what you're doing, go ahead. But you should never really full margin. I'm just saying that I did because I had reasons to. It's a small account. It's a very, very tiny account. But I flipped it like 40 times by now. Again, because I don't really have much data to tell me. I haven't spent much time. I don't think Sol is on top step. Yeah, no, this is just the crypto, bro. Unfortunately, it's not on there. I can go look at futures, yeah. Let me just let's actually live trade. I'm not here to teach. Let's just go back. I'm gonna keep my drawings here because I do like my drawings that I had. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna bother going back all that way. I'm just gonna open this. Then I'm gonna open this again. There we go. My beautiful artwork. If you don't believe me, I mean, there's people in this call right now. He witnessed it. Z already knows. There's people in this chat that already know. I'm not sure who doesn't know. I think there's one or two of you don't know. I called this out, bro. I don't just fuck around. Sometimes I don't even call things out. I don't even tell you guys because Not to hide from you, but I'm just busy with other things, right? Like I placed my trade, I did what I had to do, and unfortunately, I'm not always thinking about everyone else. Not in a selfish way, just because like it happened so fast, right? So I got an up there. You can see I got an up there. Was that? That's the 1 hour. So that was the big drop, I believe. I don't know. I've been showing you guys I'm getting in. So let's go all the way to the origin. Where's Solana? Solana. So up here, boom, caught that drop, right? Got to halfway, took partials at halfway of the range, moved my stop loss to break even. But then I started seeing all these other opportunities that kind of winged off of it, you know? And you can see that in my screenshots because you can see that I took the trade all the way to 50, right? There's that 50% level, right? But then I get in another trade on top of that trade. Because I could just move my stop loss down and just trail it and then use this trade idea as an idea where to put my trailing stop loss. Fine, cool. But there's so much money to be made here, bro. It's literally telling you it wants to dump. How can I join on Telegram? Fuck, that's a good question. I mean, for the VIP, you have to have my broker link. Or otherwise it's $25 a month. You can join the free group, but you don't really get as much from that. The free group is, just for anybody to join. It's public, it's open. And then from there you can see that I post promotions all the time, or I'll open up slots. Honestly, it's free, but you have to use the broker link that I'm using. That's the only ask at the minimum. You don't even need to really deposit in that account. I shouldn't even be saying this. Obviously, I'd want you to deposit, but I don't really care for the pennies. I just want you to see the value that I'm providing, and then maybe in the future we can do business together by you having an account open. Maybe I've helped you become more profitable, whatever the case might be, right? Either I helped you become profitable or you just see that it's a good broker. It's a great broker, first of all. I will never recommend a shit broker. For these crypto trades, I've been using liquid brokers. So you can join the Telegram group. But the link, if you just type in TradeStop Inc. So you should be able to come up here and search up TradeStop Inc. That's the free one. Message me if you want to get VIP. Yeah, you should be able to type in TradeStop Inc. Let me know if that works. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's just popping up because it's searching up my messages or what. Channels. Let me see. Yeah, you should be able to type in TradeStop Inc. All right, so let's just go to the charts. Let's get some money. Let's print some money because it's still a New York session. This Solana trade's already pretty much gone. Don't worry about that. Let's go back to gold. What we were talking about on gold. We were on the weekly, right? So the weekly, we already seen that we came into internal range liquidity, then went to external. We're reading the story right now. That's all that we're doing. It might seem boring, but it's literally the only thing that's going to separate you from making money or losing money. Right, you got to read the story. What already happened? Did buy side get taken or did sell side get taken? So in this case, we took out buy side, right? Buy side got taken, right? And so right now, as of right now on the higher time frame, we took out external range liquidity. It does want to seek internal range liquidity. However, I'm not gonna get in to sell it to those points. I'm just focusing on those points itself, right? So I want to see where are my internal range liquidities at. So I have FEG here, right? I want to start marking out all my FEGs. FEG here. There's a weird one right here, like gapped up over there because this is the weekly, so it gapped up this Monday. Whatever. So it's a weird one. Honestly, I won't even mark that up. Just go down to the lower time frame. Go down to the daily. You know we're bullish. We know we're breaking highs, right? We just know that we just know at this point we're just expecting a pullback at some point. It can keep going higher, but we are expecting a pullback at some point. right? Like, so if you were looking at the daily, you would have seen right here, we came into internal range liquidity again, right? Could have gotten some entries down here, right, at that white line to take it to the highest point before price got there, which was here. So then we would have already hit TP, right? If I go down to the lower time frame, like the 5-minute or the 1-minute, you can see that. You can see your entry model down here. This is where all the magic is being done, right? TP is this white line up here, right? I'll make it yellow. That's TP. And this is the range low. Down here, I'll make it yellow as well. So that's that range low, right? Where the FEG begins. Or not begins, but where it, like, basically once it got confirmed on the daily, that's where that candle closed and left the wick there, leaving the gap. Okay? Boom. FEG right there. 5-minute time frame for our entry model. It's really that simple, bro. We don't need to overcomplicate it. You just need to have an idea as to where price wants to go. Where does price want to go? It wants to go from internal to external. We're going to external. So from this point, you should have been looking down here and been like, where can I enter? Why can I enter? How can I enter? That is it. And how you enter, that's going to be up to you to decide. Ultimately, in the end, right? I have my model here, which I only really teach to students, and I do have a few videos explaining it over and over again, but you can see, those of you that know, and I've explained it multiple times, you can see my entry model right here, boom. I take it right off of there, and there's multiple chances for you to take it if you miss the first one. Sometimes that won't happen, right? And to be honest, the first one would be right here, which we never came back to. So it wouldn't have tagged us in, but I still take those moves. I take that as a sign that that price wants to go. That's my market structure shift. That's my understanding of the market saying, "Hey, let's fucking go. Let's rip." Right? But if you want, you can wait for it to make a high, then a low, then a higher high, and then okay, now we're confirmed. You know, but by then it's like you should know based on the amount of orders that are being put in. Right? You can see that every time an FVG is printed, you can see that it's showing you what it wants to do. It's an indication in itself. So let's go back before I keep ranting. Let's get a trade. Let's actually lock in on a trade potentially. So that's that, right? We continue pushing higher, right? We know that, right? That's the daily. That's fine. We don't really care. You know, we're gonna try to see if we can get a scalp. We just need to understand what's happening right now. And right now, we understand we're overextended, potentially sell off down to internal range liquidity to grab more orders and then push up. So let's just see. Do we have anything here? I mean, we have our zones we can mark out. We can mark out our internal range liquidity potentially, right? And then we can put like an alert right here, wherever that is. Yeah, we could put an alert right here. Boom. Right? And then give it a name. FVG, or in my case, honestly, just call it IRL. I know what it means either way. Why isn't it letting me save? Maximum expiration time is what? What the fuck? That's weird. I have never seen that before. Give me one sec. I gotta delete shit. Nah, it should be fine. Why isn't it letting me? Yo, were you able to find the Telegram? There we go. So that alert is telling me when we get there that I can start engaging in a buy, potentially. Right? So I'd want to mark that low out. There's no high to mark out. There's no target yet, right? Price can continue running up. Price can fucking turn around right now, right? It can go higher all the way up here if it wanted to. Then come into internal range liquidity. Once it comes in, then I know that that's the highest point. Then I know that's my target, right? It could turn around right now where it is, then go in here. That's my target. It could fucking shoot all the way up here, bro. Makes no difference to me as long as we don't have any new imbalances, that's my target. Once it comes back down into here, then I know that's where I'm going to be aiming. Only after we come back into internal range liquidity, then we'll know our target. That's simple, bro. Stop overcomplicating trading, please. Yo, the community is gonna hate me. There's a lot of videos on this, but they don't go in depth and they don't like go live every day. My mission is to expose how easy this actually is. Right? Fancy words, whatever you want to call things, whatever. The terminology to get to learn is fine, but they use big words that just try to throw you off. They try to make you feel like you got to know all these things, all these nuances. You don't. You can if you want to. It can help with decision making, but it is definitely not needed at all. Right? You might gain more confidence with more experience in different areas, but it's not going to ultimately you're going to still have to come and pick a system that you can execute the same every single day. The only way you can pick a system that you can execute every single day is if you have minimal reasons to enter. Right? You don't have like 50 confluences. You have like 3. 3 honestly is it. That's all you need. 5, I would say, is too much. Like you're looking for this, that, and this. It all must align. The stars must align. No. You can have those confluences in the back of your head, but what are the 3 main reasons why the market moves? And that should be why you are getting in and out of a trade. Market is moving to hunt liquidity, to sweep orders. At every high and low, there's engineered liquidity. So once one gets taken, it usually wants to run to the other side. Your goal is to figure out where that is. The only way you can figure out where that is by looking for the internal range liquidity, and then from there looking for external. So like we can keep going down. We can still like refine this. Potentially even get a setup, right? So here nothing on the 1 hour, no imbalances, right? No indications. Right? 15-minute, we do have an indication right here that price wants to go lower. I mean, sorry, go higher. My bad. There's 2 FEGs next to each other actually, and this one it mitigated halfway if you pair both of them up together, which is what you should be doing. Right, when you have 2 FEGs next to each other like that, so there's one right here and there's one above it. So there's one right here, right? That's kind of hard to see, right? And then there's one directly above it as well. That's the 2 that we're pairing together to make one. Okay, we come inside. Oh, sorry, oops. We come inside internal range liquidity over here. It kind of already happened, so we missed this. I'm pretty sure we missed this. Because once it comes back to break even, you want to consider that play done. It's done. Right, and there was some sell-offs as well you could have got involved in, right? You have internal range liquidity, pushes down here, comes into internal range liquidity, and then comes back down. That's fine. But here's our target, right? When price came in, right, because we opened it down here. Oh, sorry, no, this is it's a bearish candle. So we opened up here, pushed higher, right? So where that yellow line is. Then we came down into it, right? Into the internal range liquidity, right? And then you would be looking for your position. So it already happened. So your position should have came from over here, right? Whatever it is you look for, whether it's an order block, right? So maybe it's an order block and you like to take orders off of those order blocks. Okay, fine. So maybe it doesn't tag you in, fine. Or maybe that's how you mark up order blocks over here, which is why I stopped using order blocks, because it can be so like there's like so many order blocks half the time, right? And you don't know if you want to mark out this high, that high, whatever. But whatever you can do, and you can go back and look and back test, whatever, right? Take that and make that your model. Fine, cool. Order block, taps left order block, and then you have your rules set. For me, I'll just tell you mine. FEG, that's what I look for. The best possible way I can tell you the market wants to go that direction is an imbalance in that direction. There's a lot of fucking orders in here for us to make a gap. There's a lot of orders that are it's showing you who's winning. The buyers are in control. If there's a gap, that means there's way more buyers than sellers. We leave behind this imbalance. We fill it actually fully, but once we tap it, that's all I want, right? So the beginning of it, right? To take it up to here for a 1 to 4. And I would have got stopped out. I would have got stopped out here. If I went for a 1 to 4, probably would have got stopped out. But then I take another entry usually. This doesn't always happen, right? You know, it is what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is. And then I might take another re-entry off of me getting stopped out. Because you see, I get stopped out, but then it immediately goes, right? So this is whether you decided, hey, I've backtested enough. Let me just do 1-to-1s all the time. Let me just do 1-to-2s. Let me do 1-to-3s. I've decided 1-to-4s, no matter what. 1-to-4s with a backup plan to fight the feeling of being like, I just got wicked out. Only one more trade on the setup. So I'll take another one, right? Clone it, go right in at where I got stopped out, and aim for the same target, right? The external range liquidity, and go for a 1-to-4 again. This is roughly what it would look like. It's not exact, but you get the idea. And then from there, it's like, I should have already had this marked out. But once I get my range, my internal, external, I want to mark that out. And I want to know what the halfway of that range is, that from the internal to the external. Once I reach the halfway, right, which was here, once halfway is met, we're putting our stop loss at break even. We're taking partials. But yeah, let's zoom back out. Let's lock in because there could be a sell opportunity, and that's why the play is done. So once we took our partials and set it to break even was hit. It's done. That's it. There's nothing else to look for. Let me go back actually. Let me delete these ones. I want to keep the big ones because we could be coming back down to this 4-hour internal range liquidity right now. Let's just keep our alerts there and drink our coffee and let's just have a good time. Who's in? Is someone in this Discord? No one's in the Discord call. I'm all by myself, bro. Yo, Z, you left me, bro? Fuck, bro. Damn, I do this for y'all. I actually do this for y'all. I don't actually sit on the charts like this. Z, you're not in the Discord, brother. You guys gotta get really good at knowing what you're looking for and then just fucking off. Pardon my friends, but just fuck off. Go do something else. That's why I can swing trade, I can scalp, I can do whatever. It's whatever I see, right? And I know the time frames to understand if I'm looking at a zone on a higher time frame, I know that that's probably gonna be a longer term play. It's gonna take way longer for me to get to that zone, and it's gonna take way longer for me to get from that zone to the external. I'm thinking to myself, I should have held my NQ by. How much did you make on the NQ? What the hell? You're back? Yeah. How much
Yeah,
did you?
I'm in the.
How?
I was
how
watching a YouTube video. It echoes when I'm in the Discord and watching the video, the YouTube. I was taking some notes from you.
Bro, you're in the call. You're locked in. You're VIP. The YouTube is just for people who are not able to access the Discord.
I was like, bro, after you just gave that little demonstration, I was like, bro, I should have
Bro,
held this for a long
but
play.
you'll start to see it. You went on the higher time frame. It is what it is,
Yes,
bro.
I just went
Just
on the higher time frame.
yeah, bro. It is what it is. As long as you're
Dang,
aware.
dang. I already locked my account though.
That's
I
fine,
already
bro.
locked my
Just
account because
just make sure
I
you
was like, I could just flinch.
every time you start the day, you should scan. Scan from the highest to the lowest. That way, because when you know the higher time frame target, these lower time frame, like you're gonna be able to pick a side, right? If I know the higher time frame target is bullish, even if I'm scalping, I'll take both, but I'll be so happy to get in the ones that are bullish, right? Once it all lines
Yeah,
up, it's like obvious.
yeah. I
But
had an NQ long. I could have definitely held for my full TP. I took it out at halfway.
it is what it is, bro. Let me check Solana. You took it at
I sent
halfway?
it to you in the
Let me check it out
on
on
the
Discord.
Discord. I sent it to you in the DM. Yeah. And then I went to the higher time frame, and I'm like, oh my
Let me
gosh.
see this. So NQ, damn, 4,300 on the Express. That's how you feel? So you're gonna send me
That's
a
how I'm
ban,
feeling,
right?
bro. I'm locked in. Yeah, this is day one too. This is the new one.
So you sending me a ban, yeah?
This is the
No, that's good that you
yes,
closed
sir.
that
We on.
halfway. You closed all of it at halfway?
Yeah, and locked out. for the day because you know
But
you
you're at the trailing.
NQ is more so consistency.
You're already at the fixed drawdown now though. You're like 1,300. Well, did you close it? What did you close at? Exact. You closed above
I closed it
3K?
at it's in the corner. You can see it.
No, but that's what you closed it at? Because that's real. Oh, that's realized.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right. I'm stupid. It is realized. I was thinking that was unrealized. Okay, so you're literally
it was there.
1,000. Yeah, you're literally $1,389 above. So what you need to do now is forget about the 3K. That doesn't exist. Right now you have $1,389. Just think like that, and you can't go wrong. Because here, I'll explain it.
Yeah,
You can lose all of that and still, the only way you'll get kicked out of your account is if you go back to 50K again. Correct? Right? But
exactly.
there's no trailing
Yeah,
drawdown. From what I understand, there's no more trailing, right? The trailing is gone because you just eliminated it,
yeah, that shit's gone.
right? So what you can
And
do
on the
is you can
higher
think of
time
how you
frame,
have the 4K, but that's dangerous. Just think of it like you have the 1K. Keep your buffer. You could even withdraw the 1,389. Withdraw that. Do that actually. Well, do whatever you want, but I think
I
you could
can't.
keep it
It's
in
only
there.
day one.
Okay, but so just keep it in there and play with the 1,389. Forget about the 3K. It doesn't exist, okay? Don't even go into that. That's like you have emergency funds saved in your bank for your family, right? Like your kids. Your
Literally,
kids are going to be starving and cold if you touch that money.
bro.
Think of it like that. Like that
I'm
money
looking
is
at the higher time
specifically
frame.
for the
Yeah,
emergency.
I'm looking at it from the higher time frame. If you look at NQ, I was like, bro, I could have took it all the way up to the freaking
Oh yeah,
high that I wanted.
I'm seeing it, bro. I'm looking. So you took this based off of the what, 15 minute?
Yeah. Ah man, I should have held that bitch.
Bro, it's like don't even think like that. That's dangerous thinking.
Yeah, I can't think like that though.
That's so
Yeah, I
dangerous
can't think
thinking.
like
What are
that.
you even doing? Think like what I just told you, bro. You can't go wrong. If you don't do that and you blow your account, I won't even feel bad for you. I'm just being honest. Because you know what you need to do,
Yeah,
bro.
that
You're able to
I
make
can't
money.
think
Like,
like
you're
that because I
insane.
did exactly what I was supposed to do.
Did exactly what you're supposed to do. You're way past the buffer. Way past the buffer. It's an ATM machine at this point. Do you see what I mean now? Like, it's literally a machine. You have 3K buffer,
Yeah, and
right?
this is literally day one. That was day one, so
So you're good. You're set. You can only way you can fuck this
yeah,
up now is if you start thinking like you're thinking now, oh, I could have held it for longer. Oh, look, I have 4K I
exactly,
can use. No, you don't have 4K. Forget that shit. It doesn't
exactly.
exist. You have 1,000. You have, like, you won't lose your account if you go over the 1,000, but just risk like 200, $300. Even if you wanted to go heavy on the first trade tomorrow, you could do $1,000 risk. But just know, now you're going to be eating into your buffer if you lose that first trade. You don't want to be eating into
Right.
your buffer. You want to build it even more. Because the more you build it, the more you can do these risks. You could do a fucking $2,000 risk if you have a 10K buffer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just think like that, bro. Please. You'll extract
Yeah.
so much fucking money. Let me go to NQ. I don't even have it on here. Oh no, I do. So you said it was a 15 minute? I'm gonna go to higher time frame. Damn, this is kind of sideways. What the hell? You said you were on the 15 minute when you were looking for that trade or what?
Was on the I went from the hourly and
Oh,
then I went from the hourly down and I placed a trade on the 5.
I see. So this honestly NQ doesn't really react the same way. It does work. Like my strategy works. I'm looking at it right now. It kind of works, but it's not the same. No, it
Yeah,
works. It
it's in a
works.
if you look on the 4 hour
4 hour, then
or
it makes
even the
sense.
daily, it's or even the daily, but if you look at the 4 hour, it's in a FVG right now, 4 hour FVG, so it's about to go up, bro.
Are you talking about all the way back here?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to walk you
Just
through
tagged it for
this.
the first time.
Yeah, no, that's good and all. I see what you're saying, but what I notice that saves me is I don't look too far back. Like this is kind of too far back for me. It's already been
No, I feel
used
you.
because we had a FEG, right? And then we got a bearish FEG here, and then we got a bullish one, right? There's a lot of
And
new
it's the one.
FEGs.
If you look,
It's not the most recent
what is
one.
this?
but
Yeah,
it,
it's not the most recent one. It's the one. What day it was? It was in December, December 18th or whatever.
yeah, if I go higher up, it probably makes more sense. Let me see.
It was December 18th. It just tagged it for the first time.
Maybe monthly.
Um,
Nah, I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not
yeah,
seeing my strategy on this. I'm not seeing it, bro. If it was me, let me see. I mean, there was reason for it to come back up here because it's still the same concept, but you have to shift your thinking a little bit just because this is external range liquidity, right? The yellow line I just
yeah,
drew, that's external range liquidity, right? We took it out. So after we took external range liquidity, it went for internal range liquidity, which is up here. So that was the target. You could do it like you could literally look at it both sides. I just chose to look at it one specific way, which is I go from internal to external. I don't go from external to internal, but you can go from external, like how this is happening right now. We go from external, so we took out external, and then we target all these internal liquidities. That's another way of looking at it. But what I do is I know that we took out external, and I just wait for it to come to internal because I want to take it from here to here. That's all I were at. You know what I mean? Like, but you can look at it both ways. You go from external to internal and vice versa. So you can do both. But I just pick one side of the coin. That way I'm not all over the place. I'm not like second guessing myself or going back on my word. I just stick to one. I know the target, and at that point I just have to be patient enough to see a reaction inside of there to then, go to that target, which would be this new low down here. And then you see how that makes sense because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So as long as you respect this FEG here, I would actually be looking for sells pretty soon.
yeah. I
Yeah,
see exactly what you're saying.
yeah. If we get a confirmation, so I will keep my eye on this, and then gold. We still want it to come down to this for our FEG. So that's all I would be doing is waiting for gold to drop lower into internal range liquidity zone, and then for NQ, I want to see it push down. I want to see momentum pushing down for me to enter for a sell to the lows, which probably won't happen until PM session, but it could happen now, bro. Honestly, I don't care when it happens. We could continue pushing up, right? I'm not scared of it going like this. If it comes up higher, cool. As soon as we get that FVG, though, I'm getting in. That's it. That momentum pushing it down is all I need. I've been watching this whole time. Oh, sorry, I just read that. But yeah, that was a good trade, bro. You caught those buys from down here. External range liquidity was taken, right? Oversold is the way you could look at it, right? Price gave you an indication. You knew that it wanted to correct back into the range, grab more liquidity, right? You just understanding what you did was you knew that we were coming down like this, right? And every time we make a new low or a new high, in this case a new low, we know that we have to retrace back, grab orders in here. So you took advantage of that move coming back up to grab more orders. I hate doing that though. That's kind of risky though. I'm not gonna lie because it could keep pushing down. Right? You didn't really know when it was gonna turn around, or maybe you do. Maybe your strategy works like that. I don't know, but there are ways to
No,
tell. But it's
that one
not.
was more so because I had a stop loss under that 15-minute low before it started pushing up. So if it would have came
Oh
down
yeah.
below that, if it would have came down below that, that was my stop loss,
Oh,
and then
okay,
I would
okay.
have known it would. I would have known. Okay, we're in a selling market.
Plus,
It's
yeah,
too.
plus you know that below these levels here, we made the new low, and you knew that we had to have a retracement, right? So knowing that we have to have a retracement back up, you're seeing these FEGs, I'm guessing. Or I would have
Yeah.
seen FEG there, nothing for me to enter off of, fine, cool. But there was a FEG here as well that I could have actually used to ride it back up to this high that we gave before it came in. So we made this high up here, pushed back into internal range liquidity, and then came back to take out that high. That would have been me. That's me all over it. Like, I can mark this up for you right now to see what I'm talking about. So look. this orange box. I'm gonna make it orange. Don't worry. Right, and then we have put a white line. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
that is internal range liquidity. We come into internal range liquidity, but before we came into internal range liquidity, this was the highest point right here. The highest point was up here. Okay, we made the high point, came down, grabbed liquidity, right? Lower time frame would have been like, okay, bet we came in, grabbed liquidity. This one kind of shot up like crazy already, but you can still see like right here. If I wanted to, I mean, I could have took this off of this FVG and done something like this. So I could have been like, okay, there's my entry.
Yeah.
Here's my target, right? That white line right there is my target. The highest point that price went to is my target, and I could still make this the 1 to 4. You can still see how that works. That's why I don't care where we're at. It could be all the way down here. That's even better when we're all the way down here, and then it finally makes that move, right? Like we're waiting on, right? On the flip side of that, like right here, like we could be all the way up here. It could literally go all the way fucking up here. I won't care. I'll be happy to get involved up there, right? I don't typically like doing this where it already pushes all the way like halfway of the fucking target and then gives us the move. I don't really like doing that, but I can. And you can see that I can.
Yeah.
I
My
just
trade
stick to a
went
fixed.
smack. That's crazy.
I stick to a 1 to 4.
I should. I should. I should have went. I went with a one to my usual 1 to 3, but I could have went 1 to 4 for sure.
Bro, my room is kind of messy.
Cause I would, and it was like 9:30. So
So Chaz, can you please look at what I sent on the Discord? Yeah, I'll look. I'll look, bro. I gotta take a poo, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I'm about to get off of here, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to get off of here too,
Enjoy the
bro. It
rest
was
of
nice
my
talking
day.
to you. Yeah, enjoy your rest of your day. Reflect, think about what you've done good and what you've done wrong. But you did everything
Yeah, it
right,
was a great
pretty much.
day. I
Yeah.
did great.
Think about that
And
buffer. Do some
I'm happy with
research.
that.
Go on ChatGPT. Don't quote me, but go on ChatGPT and ask it. Investigate, bro. Investigate on the trailing journal. I'm pretty sure it stops trailing though. It should stop trailing. Most of the time when there's a trailing rule, it stops trailing after you've reached that target. So just check though. All right, have a good day, bro.
Alrighty, bro.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna go to the washroom, Psycho. And I'm gonna check that out, but I'll be back.
Alright, bet.
All right, I'm back. Who's here? Who's here? Let's get back into it. Let me just check something. Oh fuck, see, we missed it. It's okay, I don't really care. I don't trade NQ. But you can see, right, what I was talking about. Yeah, there's the buys or whatever, right? Cool. But remember what we were, oh no, did I miss it? I don't think I did actually. Let me just check something. Which time frame was that? Fuck, I'll be right back. Uh, I might be selling on the 15-minute. Oh shit, hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna go grab a candle. Oops, wrong one. Oops, wrong one. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah, I'll be back. Fuck. Sorry. Give me like 2 minutes. Sorry. Okay. It's kind of fucked up. Why is it so far? Fucking cleaning lady. I'm gonna go on my shit. Tell the cleaning lady to stop. Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna just open this one. Wait, let me save this. Let's open this one. It's kind of harder to see though, low-key. Right, but whatever. So right here, looks like we're about to get stopped out. But it's okay. Let's hold this trade. NQ. What was NQ saying? I forgot what time frames these were that we were looking at. I think it was the 1 hour. Yeah. Hold on, I have so many fucking drawings on here now. So it was the 1 hour. If anything, this 4 hour here is done. 1 hour. We would be waiting for it to. Hold on, because this is next. This is here, and then we have another one next to it, pretty much. Yeah, give me 1 sec. So we have these two, and then this one here. I don't know. This one's still fine. I don't trade NQ really, so I'm just looking at for anybody who does. I don't really like what's going on here. There's too much chop. But if I were to make a decision, 1 hour is showing me that we came into internal range liquidity, but it's kind of disrespecting it. I already disrespected this first one, which is our first sign that it's probably bullish now. So we'd want to see what it does at these levels here. If I go to the 15-minute, there was a nice buy opportunity here that already happened. So maybe we're coming to these highs here to take out this high first, right? There was a buy opportunity here on NQ, right? Off that FVG, right? And then there was a nice buy opportunity as well inside here off that FVG to then come to those highs there. So as far as selling, if I had to draw a line here and then drop down, we crossed that line, and then there was multiple chances here that failed. So that's a failure setup. It looks like it wants to push higher first, maybe to these highs here, and then we can start to look. Right, like I said, so it might come into this FEG first. Like maybe mitigate half of this FEG first. Then we can take it. So even if I were to take a trade off of this, if I were to have lost that trade, actually that one was a W. So if you took this trade, you could have sold from here and got out down here, right? And then it pushed a little bit lower, right? And then flipped. See, when you're not, when you have to sit here and think and think and think and think, that's where you just don't do anything. Just don't do anything. There's if it's not obvious, then fucking don't let it ruin you. But here, we're in these shorts I just called out in the Telegram. I didn't really call them out. I just posted a screenshot and called it a day. But that would be the trade that I would have, set up for you guys. I was on the toilet. I'm in the trade. I'm in profit, but Let me look. Let me look at the Discord. And no one's even in the Discord, so let me just leave the Discord call. All right, no, I'll just stay in it in case anyone does join. I doubt it though. I don't see anything. Yeah, I already saw that. I saw the gold daily time frame. You were showing me the daily, yeah. Yeah, it was free. Not only was it inside of internal range liquidity, but it already took out an order block. Came a breaker block. There's many confluences you can use there, but as long as you understand why you got in that trade, no one can take that away from you. No one can change your mind, right? Win or lose, you understand the why behind it. But anyways, let's lock in some partials soon. We're gonna lock in some partials here at halfway. Are you done work? Don't apologize, bro. What the hell? You're good. Solana's still dumping. Oh my gosh, guys. You don't understand what I caught here. Are you understanding what I caught? Like, do you get it? You can't even see that. I caught so much you can't even see it on. You have to go on the 1 hour and zoom out. No, I lied. It was here. I lied. I'm boosting it. It was this small move, but it wasn't really a small move. It was a fucking big move that happened in a short period of time. Just a big drop, bro. Clearing out that whole range, bro. Sorry, yeah. So we did cross our alert here. That means we take partials and move our stop loss to break even. Yeah, so we're gonna move our stop loss to break even now. Right, which would be up here. And let the rest run, bro. And that's another trade we called on live. Today's a good day, though. I'm not gonna lie. Not every day is gonna be crazy good, and not every day is gonna be crazy bad. You gotta take the good with the bad, bro, and vice versa. W day. I don't know if you guys can see this. Just all blues, bro. Blues, blues, blues. It's a small account. Don't worry about that. The numbers don't matter when you're just printing, bro. That's all you need to do is turn this into an ATM. Whether you grow your account and make bigger plays, or take what you have, what God gave you, and just learn to make lemons with that, bro. Make lemonade with that. Sorry. Yeah. So break even probably gonna get hit here. It's fine. I'm gonna post that in Discord real quick. Well, we don't have much motion yet, but bro, you're an admin, and I'm going to be growing this server. It's not about, I don't really care about clout. I don't care about numbers. Like, I do have the numbers. A lot of people are watching and don't really say anything. Fine, let them. But I'm here to teach people whether they, actually pay attention or not. That's up to them. But they're missing out. And I want more and more people to witness what's going on. I want you guys to start telling these people, man, like you're missing out. Because I want to help more people at the moment. Gives me a reason to want to do these calls more. Beautiful message right there. Hold on. Oh, I should not have been sharing that on live. Oops. Oops. My etiquette isn't there. I'm probably just gonna cut this video though, I'm not gonna lie. Or private it or something. Yeah, we're gonna private this in the future. I do want to watch it back over again. I like it. I like watching back my videos. Oh, turn that off. That is so loud. Okay. Um, sorry, one second. Typing. TP1 hit. TP1 hit. That's fine. Damn, I sent that message at 11:11, bro. 11:11, bro. But yeah, bro, you're admin in this thing, man. So I'm gonna need your help. I know you're busy and stuff, but you know what you're doing. I think you just need to trust it more. You need to trust me more. Like, I know these guys, they package things up and make things look nice and fancy. They're sitting on top of their Lambo. But bro, I'm living good too. You don't even know how much this jacket costs. Actually, I've had this jacket for a long time, but bro, it doesn't matter about materialistic stuff. This is an Armani jacket, bro. 250 for this jacket. Bro, I just like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I like the fact that I don't really have to worry about money because this makes me money. I don't need a fucking Lambo. I don't need more expenses. Bro, I can, I don't even promote. I don't even put money into promotion. Why? Because I don't need to. I just need to help one or two people, and then they go and show other people that I can help them as well. And that's all I want. So I don't even like charging, bro. The only reason why I do charge for certain things, right? If you don't use the broker link, fine, that's cool. You know, use your money, leverage your money to come learn because that is what is going to motivate me to want to get up and actually do videos, do content, and help people. The real way. Because a lot of people say they want to help people, but they just, they're too far gone already. Maybe at one point they wanted to help people, but then it just kind of gets to their head. I hope that never happens to me. But honestly, bro, just lock in, man. Whether whoever you want to learn from, there's a lot of free information out there, but you got to lock in on yourself and journal. I've I've said this countless times, but it's true. Um, journal. I have a TradeZilla journal that I'm not gonna pull up right now, but I haven't been paying for it. I used it for like a month. Did a lot of back testing, 3 months worth of back testing, and I'm gonna buy it again and pick it up where I left off and finish the year of backtesting just for all of 2025 and try to collect as much data as possible so that I can take this data to people with a lot of money, right? Hedge funds, and people like that, so they can invest in me as well. I already make money, but I want to expand the business. I want to make a hedge fund of my own eventually. Yeah, lock in, bro. Lock in. Back test, bro. TradeZilla, it's expensive. It's a little bit expensive. It's a little pricey, but you just need 1 month locked in. Back testing on that shit daily, bro, to build your confidence. It is so much worth it, bro. People pay for school. This is like $49 a month. Actually, I'm gonna pull open. I said I wasn't gonna open it. I'm gonna open it. I want to see what like what's even there anymore. I'm not sure if it deleted all my stuff that I've already done or what happened. Hopefully I didn't delete anything. The fuck is this? Oh yeah, you're looking at the daily, right? 1 second. Yeah, you were looking at the daily, right? I can delete this. So that was a scalp I caught, but if you are looking at the daily, see, and this is like I was saying this yesterday on a live. I lose my trades, but if I lose a trade, it's most likely due to my strategy playing out on a different time frame. So right here, TP would have got hit there. I don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah, what you did you fall asleep?
No, I'm here. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yesterday I fell asleep. Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. I'm just
Now, cause like you're in the by yourself.
no. I'm live on YouTube right now. I think I need to trade by myself for a bit.
Oh,
Like I really need to trust what I know. Yeah, you need to trust what you know, and you need to fucking journal. But what were you looking at on the 1 hour, bro? Because I don't see it. I see it on the 1 hour that already happened. But you said it's almost at TP. I don't. I have no idea. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. It already played out right there. Which were you talking about? 4 hour? Because the screenshot you sent me was the daily. Whatever. Could just be the broker you're looking at. I'm not even gonna read too much into it. No, I was talking to someone in my. Oh, you sent it again? Yeah, daily. Yeah, but so I don't. I don't see it. It already happened, and then oh, the breaker block. Yeah. So, but my question to you is, what you said it's almost at TP, correct? You said gold getting close to TP. Oh, because you go for a 1 to 3. So there's no actual target, bro. This is at all-time highs. It hasn't been there before. You're just aiming for a 1 to 3 just to go for a 1 to 3. I got you. I got you. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just trying to figure out where you saw that. I thought if you're looking based off what I do, then no, because my targets are always defined, right? Price will go to a point. It will indicate. It's basically ICC. So price already told me where it wants to go. So I'm looking at it like you're just kind of going. Okay, I see. I get it now. You're going to a TP that's a 1 to 3, but that's a in the abyss. Got it.
I'll trade on
N-
gold where it was a 1 to 4.
There's a lot of good trades today, bro.
But the half would have already been hit though. I'm trying to hop into a hash trade, but I don't
Nas.
want to tell you any bias.
Nas is weird right now. I don't even want to touch it. I was gonna sell it, but then I'm looking at it again and it's like, just wait. If it's not clear, then just wait. There's nothing. I would just be waiting right now. I need to see something. I need to see more movement. This is nothing. It's kind of just sitting here. All the plays already happened. There's nothing that I see, even like on the higher time frame. Yeah, there's nothing,
See
bro.
the candle range for your higher time frame on NAS.
No, I don't have anything yet. That already happened. The candle range already got filled. Everything got filled. Like the 4 hour already got filled. It got taken. Right, liquidity got taken. External got taken. So internal got taken. External got taken, and then we came back up into internal. We actually started closing and breaking these FVGs. So we have IFVGs now. So I'm leaning more towards, like, I don't want to say bullish, but like at this exact moment in time, it has broken these FVGs. So it is pushing up, but there's nothing for me to actually get involved in a trade. It already happened. Like there was a 15-minute scalp that I could have caught right there. Let me just. This might kill my fucking CPU. That's a 3 is a minimum. Yeah, no, that's good that you have to do that though. I'm not gonna tell you what. You queue up. The hell? I couldn't hear you. I was asking if you could still hear me.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can. I was about to get on Valorant though. I was about to close the live stream and get on Valorant.
I hate Valorant right now, bro. I don't even want to talk about Valorant.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. It's just like Go lobbies. They're not like bad, but at the same time they are. I was playing with like a Plat 3 Sage.
Garbage.
First half they weren't doing anything. The second
That's.
half they started carrying us.
I'm trying to figure something out. There was a nice sell that I caught on gold not too long ago. It was only halfway though. It was this TP one. What?
You want to see the buy I was looking at for gold? Which it already would have hit the TP, or at least the 50%.
Hmm?
But
Anyways, that's NQ. I just sent you a screenshot of NQ. That was a nice buy on the 15-minute.
gold.
I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at. Is that what time frame is that?
From the 1 hour time frame down to 1 minute.
Oh, you're using CRT.
Yeah.
See, that's fine. That works. It went into an order block, right? Swept the low into an order block. You know, if it works, it works. I stopped doing that though. I originally did that, yes. But now I only look for FEGs. Like I only look for if it came into an FEG. Where? I don't see no fair value gap on your shit.
The entry.
Oh, your entry model. No, I get it now. So on the 1 minute, yeah, okay. So you use my entry model that I showed you. That's the best one. It's basically showing you that shift, huh? I mean, I'm pretty sure I went over this with you. You can use the order block or the FEG, but I prefer the FEG. It usually comes around the same area. It usually comes to the order block anyways.
I don't know how the mitigation blocks and like mitigation and all that kind of stuff works.
It's just like the halfway. You just mitigation just means that it touched it. So it's either gonna touch it. That's a mitigation, but it's not a full mitigation. Halfway mitigation at the minimum is good, right? It's stronger. And if you can get the full fill of a gap, that's even better. The full fill of a gap or an order block. It's basically just focus on the halfway point. The halfway point is the key level of a order block or a FEG.
Right.
Why are you sending me
I could
videos?
have taken that trade.
What the hell just
No,
happened?
that video just has a mitigation. I think I was looking at. Looking for a short on NAS. Yeah. Starting to finally actually. It looks like it's selling.
Hold on, bro. I'm checking your message. My Wi-Fi is tweaking right now.
That,
Yeah. Ending the live. Yeah, I'm gonna end the live, bro. Gonna go chill. Not talking to you, Cup. Where's starting? Where is it? All right, there. Time to end this.